In an ancient time, when a terrible evil threatens the land, only one man can save the world.
Say what? Get out of here.
What? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, we'll just take off that broken record.
I say.
Here, hold my earrings while I take this monster down. I've got your back, darling. We just might burn down this town. Oh no, oh yeah. When you're up against a challenge and you need a helping hand, we've got an arsenal of fireballs, steel stilettos, and a cat. Oh yeah.
Hi, and welcome to Here Hold My Earrings. My name is Al, and I'm your DM today. With me are Henrietta, Yvonne, Laura, Daria, Sophie, and Ida. Henrietta?
Hi, I'm Henrietta. I'm from Norway, and I play Miali, a moon elf wizard.
Yvonne?
Hi, I'm Yvonne from Canada, and I play Cracker, a half-orc barbarian.
Laura?
Hi, I'm Laura from Germany, and I play Byleth, a tiefling wizard.
Daria?
Hi, I'm Daria. I'm from Poland and I play a tiefling sorcerer named Zenis.
Sophie?
Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm from Wales, and I play a human wizard named Charlotte.
And Ida?
Hi, I'm Ida. I'm from Sweden and I play Lilith, a wood elf cleric.
All right, Yvonne.
Well, we started out remaining undetected while approaching the army of undead amidst the screaming of women and children. And Queen Charlotte sends a message to Kazander's army and uses the signet ring to sign it. And Rua flies off with the message. And we send another message to Griselda Copperrot to find out if she can tell us anything that's going on from inside the town. And we get a message back quickly from her. And it says, there's an undead army approaching. Help get everyone out. Your beloved... oh, wait, that's what we wrote. That's what Byleth wrote. Your beloved adventure group, the Crickets, Byleth. And Ivy was really pissed because, hey, go and hang out with the undead and try and get this message through. And we run for Leylon trying to get in before the army. And this is when a message arrived back. Thank heavens you're here. We can use your help. Try to find Galio. He's in the cemetery trying to deal with another problem. And there's this map. We realize, oh, we've gone too far. So we have to run back. And we do. And the cemetery is a little bit outside of town. And we see him in front of what looks like a mausoleum. And there's a light there. And Zenis approaches and says, hey, Galileo, how you doing? And he looks way more feeble and old than we last saw him. And he'd never seemed this drained. And he's really on his last legs. And he's propped up against one of the larger graves. And Zenis says, do you remember us? And he can't see anything. He says his eyes are failing. And we tell him that Griselda sent us there to help him. Sorry, I still have a creaky voice here from my cold. And he says he's dying. And Zenis says, well, do you need help dying or staying alive? And he says, well, I don't know if you can help me, but you have to put a spirit to rest and retrieve Talavar's spell book. Apparently there's a spare one kept to one of the mausoleums, and he booked the spirit and couldn't get it. So that was our goal, is to recover this. And so the spirit's pretty angry and it wants something, and we don't know what's going on, but we're like, oh, this must be like Talavar's spirit. So we have some quick strategy and we think about what to do, and Cracker walks over and starts yelling obscenities at Talavar and threatening him, like, come on, man, you big loser, show up so I can kill you. And this other spirit shows up, and it's a little girl, and she immediately attacks Charlotte and Lilith and Zenis, and Zenis ages 40 years. Lilith feels a bit weaker, and then Cracker goes nuts and tries to chop into bits. And then Charlotte comes into the light and says, little girl, you stop this right now. How can we help you? And she looks at Charlotte and sort of floats over there. And Lilith doesn't like ghosts, but she hears Charlotte and moves back, and everybody stops attacking. And she sort of floats above us and says, "I'm looking for Lucky. They've taken my pet." And Byla says, "Who?" And then she says, the ghost says, "Man in the red robe," and she points east. And Mealy asks, "What does Lucky look like?" "He's the best dog ever. Yay, side quest." So Byla says, "We'll help you find him and we'll bring him back." And Byla says, "And we'll help. We'll do good things." Hint, 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 hint. And Cracker tries to find out if the girl has the book or has any idea what this book is, and of course the ghost ignores her because, she hit her in the face. And Denise says, "What? We're gonna listen to that child?" in her creaky old lady voice. And Cracker tries to convince the ghost to give Denise his stolen years back. And of course, the ghost is like, "I'm not listening to you, you crazy orc," and flies off. And she says that she needs Lucky and it's scary here and I can't sleep. And we start following to the east where we were instructed to go, and we see a flickering light, and we hear some mumbling and some ritualistic sort of chanting. And Cracker goes ahead and sees someone in a red robe, magic emanating from his hands. And there's this small pile of earth, and he chants over it while we watch him pull a tiny creature out of the dirt. And all these little baby zombies rise out of the ground around us as Charlotte turns her head to see "Children's Graveyard" on a sign. Meanwhile, we start throwing some stuff around, magic missiles, some flames. Cracker keeps swinging at the red robe caster, and he curses her out a bit. And Charlotte steps up and brings a hand up from the earth to grab him, which he sidesteps. And then she tries to telekinetically shove some child zombies out of the way. And there's like this magical darkness. No one could see anything, including him, which was good. And then Denise casts a firebolt and gets back down, and it gets up again. And so these babies keep getting knocked down, and they get back up, and they get knocked down, they get back up. And then finally we smash a few of them out of the way. And Charlotte grabs a baby in her earth hand, and Lilith finishes off a couple babies. And Denise tries to cook a baby, but it doesn't get cooked enough, so Byleth does it. And then the red robe guy, he's been busy in here. We're kind of figuring the undead horde might be because of him, and destroying him doesn't stop them. But if he created them all, they might be a little bit less organized and might still rampage, but without a central focus. So that's something to think about. But we can smell this kind of like cooking smell after we've killed the red robed guy. We can smell this sort of pot of boiling stew that's over a little campfire. So we go over there, we find a couple piles of small bones, and it's kind of a meaty smell from the little pot. And Mealy finds the spell book and some trinkets off the robes of the wizard. And the spell book has alarm, cause fear, detect magic, detect good and evil, magic missile, shield. There's a bunch of stuff: darkness, invisibility, animate dead, magic circle. And there's a nice silver and jade brooch and a letter written in code that is not immediately recognizable. Meanwhile, Cracker goes over the stew, not to eat it, and tries to play a puzzle game with the bones of the animal, thinking, "Oh, this is weird," and lays out the bones in the shape of a dog. And a magic whistling sound comes from the distance, and a light coalesces around the bones. And the bones stand up, and the little skeletal dog sits there wagging its tail. And we walk back with the pot containing its body, and it follows us. The dog lies in the dirt, points its nose at the dirt, digs a little hole, and it runs off, forming a slurry with the dirt into the hole, covers up, and then he disappears. So we pour the pot into the hole. And the girl looks at us and says, "Lucky." And her face changes and looks calm, and a moment later reappears with Lucky beside her. "Thank you. I haven't been able to sleep without him. Let's go take a nap, Lucky." And she waves, "Thank you." And that's the end of the cute little Halloween story. That was so adorable. Okay, the end.
Very good. Well done. Yes, thank you very much. Point of inspiration to Cracker. Well done, Yvonne. Yes, So you've managed to do a good deed. You've reunited a poor lost soul who couldn't sleep because she didn't have her companion, and now her companion is with her, not just somewhere between life and death, but in the afterlife forevermore. And you're all left with a warm, fuzzy feeling. However, some of you are still a little bit older, possibly not that much wiser. Poor Zanice is starting to find that she needs some geriatric support pills and some calcium supplements, probably. But at least everybody will understand when she starts complaining about kids getting on her lawn.
More reasons to hate kids.
More reason to hate kids. Yes, exactly. Oh, she's just crusty and old. Don't mind her. So what would you guys like to do now? Galio is he still appears to be passed out, but there's a shallow panting in his chest.
Should we just leave him here, or should we bring him, or I don't know.
We bring him.
So I guess we're going to Leylon now. Trying to get ahead of the horde again.
Sounds like a plan.
Did you guys come here for a reason?
Well, with the spellbook.
Got the spellbook.
Isn't that the other guy's spellbook? The one we killed?
Ah, okay. Let's look for a spellbook then.
That's not the
I mean-
right one?
You don't have to.
I don't think it's Televar's.
Oh, okay.
You said it was in one of the mausoleums, right?
Yeah, let's go digging.
Oh god.
Should we split up?
No.
Probably
Oh,
not.
yeah. What the wise one says.
The wise old one.
Yeah.
All right, lead the way, wise old one.
Will you carry me? My back hurts.
Yeah, all right. Hop on.
You know what? I can see Zanice now activating the boots of levitation all the time, and then just sort of like
Holding
coasting
on to
along
Kraken.
in a seated position, and then just sort of just being towed along like she's in a rascal, like being.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Or even better, like she's got like two reins, and then she just like flicks the reins, and whoever's like towing her has to like listen to her commands and turn left, turn right.
I'm
Just
gonna
really
write that down.
obnoxious. Just really obnoxious, like the worst horse and buggy or rickshaw ever in the history of locomotion and transportation. There you go. Feel free to use it. Yeah.
Should we start over here? There's looks like there's 3 up here
Sure.
to the north there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, one of them does seem to have magical sigils. They're not magical in the sense that they're glowing, but unlike everything else that seems to just have etched, engraved family names, this one has runes. They're obviously recognizable as runes, and those of you who are arcane can see that this is the it seems unfinished, but it appears to be the opening of what might be a spell of some sort of protection.
Do you think it's active or just in the progress of being made? The spell.
Yeah. Anybody who's proficient in Arcana may have a roll.
Arcana.
Yeah.
And there's several of you.
Wow.
Oops. Why did I do advantage? Ignore the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just so good.
Yeah.
The
You
power
are
of
a queen.
Charlotte.
Yeah, you are a
Wha-
queen. So
Uh-huh.
That's right. Because Lady Elaine demands it.
yep, you demand a second chance.
I want to be a fly on the wall in the kitchen after like one of these sessions where Sophie has to role play being Charlotte, role playing, some sort of haughty, arrogant queen. Like, I said I want my tea now.
What the hell are you talking about?
How dare you? Do you call this a biscuit?
Ah,
All right. Well, Mia Lee is left standing, scratching her head, but the rest of
Mm.
you all kind of realize that this is, in fact, an unfinished and therefore highly unlikely to be active uh, opening of a glyph of warding. So it hasn't been complete. It doesn't look complete. And you surmise, although you're not 100% certain, I mean, like 90, 95, 99% certain that it can't be working because it doesn't look like it's finished. It's essentially the equivalent, it's like the arcane spell equivalent of somebody trying to carve the word fireball and stopping at B-A. F-I-R-E-B-A, and then the L-L didn't get finished.
Okay.
so we won't get fireballed?
Correct.
The
Okay.
plaintive voice cracking really did it. Well, I mean, never say never.
98% certain. That we won't get fight.
99, 95.
Okay,
So you're saying there's a chance.
just move back here.
Well, some of you are fire resistant anyway.
Someone
Or you
slap
could-
me. I'll go touch it.
Or you could always just send Ivy in.
Never.
She hates
I've
you already
changed
anyway.
my ways. Well,
What? You literally
She
just
can-
sent her towards an undead army.
she can begin to like me. And I gave her a treat before and after.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You do realize in real life, you realize when you do that kind of thing, that doesn't work, right? Like you can't take advantage of somebody and then just try to make it better by giving them like some minor, like a patriarchal pat on the head, and then they're going to forgive you. People hold grudges a long time.
I think that has worked on me before, but I don't know.
I think your cuteness gets you past a lot of things that most people would get like really dinged on.
Well,
Yep, it's true. It's true. Pot of yogurt doesn't always solve the problem. Oh, earthquake. Sorry. And suddenly there was a massive earthquake. Okay. So you guys, wait. So did you say you were sending Ivy, or did I just make that up? I think I made that up.
I'm not sending her,
Okay. Ivy
but she's with me.
sweats. She looks at you, looks at
Whatever.
that, looks at you, looks at that, looks at the mausoleum, looks at you, and then just starts sweating. Like you've never seen a bird sweat before.
You know, sweat pearl down her forehead.
She ducks her head out of the way so you can't touch her. She's like, I have to be here because I'm under contract.
Her elbows, Denise. Go on. You can handle it.
You're telling her to go in?
Yeah.
She's already aged 40 years. What more do you want
She's
from a
fire
poor woman?
resistant. Better tan.
I go in.
Okay.
I'm children.
No,
Kids nowadays.
no respect for elders. Meanwhile, Cracker's like, yeah, she's old. She's lived a good life.
A little tan.
So you walk in, and the first thing that you notice is it's a very stark mausoleum. It's not particularly flashy. You know that, you've all been around graveyards, and certainly this one is no different. There are some that are, a mausoleum is by definition an extravagance, right? The vast majority of people who believe in burial funerals, right, as opposed to cremation or some other form of passing on ceremony or ritual, a mausoleum already is beyond the bare minimum required. However, as far as mausolea go, some of these other ones are quite fancy. They have, gold um, lettering. Some of them have quite a lot of decorations carved into the masonry. Um, the interior of this one looks almost unfinished. It's still some sort of roughly hewn, but there is a very large central sarcophagus made of stone.
And as I walk in, I'm gonna say, "Hey, ghost, I'm just an old lady. Don't attack me, please."
Okay. Go ahead and give us a roll.
Shit. Persuasion?
You choose.
Persuasion.
I'm feeling generous.
24.
Nothing happens.
I think it's safe. Come on.
Okay.
Don't leave me here.
Cracker's going to ready her great axe just in case a ghost attacks anybody in the party.
Okay. So what if a mummy pops out? Nothing happens?
Well, nothing will happen. I'm being specific.
Okay. Right. Okay.
I'm gonna give myself a resistance before I go inside.
Ooh, smart. Very smart. Yeah, it's a very good cantrip. We don't use it often enough, unfortunately. But yes, good thinking. Okay. So you guys walk in. There's not the chamber is empty except for this stone sarcophagus and the accompanying statuette, if you will. I mean, how much more stereotypical can you get for a wizard, really? Point right down to all he's missing is like a corn cob pipe.
Guess we have to open it.
Yeah, nothing bad can happen there.
Nah.
And see if there's any traps on this thing.
Sure. I mean, what are you doing exactly?
Well, I can't detect magic, and this guy's a wizard, so I don't think it should be me.
Okay, I'll detect magic and use my Order of the Scribes thingy. Oh, is it? No, I think it's Awakened Spellbook. Yes. Yeah. I'll use Awakened Spellbook. So that I spend. I cast it instantly rather than spending 10 minutes.
Okay.
Eh.
Did I screw up the thing here? Sorry, I'm just double checking it. Okay.
Show me
No,
the
it looks
magics.
right. Okay. Show me the magic. Nice. Very nice. I think that should be your new catchphrase, actually. Very good. So, the tomb itself does not seem to glow at all. Of course, this is not going to tell you if there's something inside of it, if it's more than a foot of stone. There is something that's glowing. It looks like it's just a cast off, encrusted, long sort of. It looks like something that is encrusted in calcium deposits, but it's approximately, 2.5 feet long, maybe just under a yard, just under a meter, or just about a meter. And it's a little bit bulbous at one end, but it's completely encrusted in calcium deposits and looks a bit like a yellowish, whitish, almost melted piece of wax, but it's more like the consistency of a stalagmite.
Okay.
And it's
What's
just
it
sort of
glowing with?
so it's glowing with abjuration magic
Oh.
and also illusion magic.
Oh. Well, the only thing glowing is that bone thing.
And it looks like it's sort of melted and like the calcium deposits have it's laying on its side just, naturally, like it's not something that should be laying on the ground, and it seems to be sort of melted into the ground just because it's covered in this calcium deposits. And as you look up above you, you see that there is actually some bit of water seeping through the stone ceiling of the mausoleum.
Yeah, that's the only thing glowing, guys.
Oh, do you want me to lift the lid?
Sure.
Okay. Someone slap me in the face, please.
Okay.
It's-
I'm gonna slap her.
Do you say anything when you do it?
Mm,
Where's
Nah.
my money, bitch?
yeah.
It's awesome.
You borrowed hundreds from Delin, and you never
Yeah.
paid it back.
Yeah, well, debts get
I-
canceled when people die.
That is not true. Debts get inherited. Yes. I think technically Mealy might be the executor of Delin's estate. So
I have a journal, and in the back, it's written down what everyone's.
what everybody owes, plus the interest calculation.
Yep.
Mealy is
Oh
the new
dear.
Scrooge.
Not the mom, but the Scrooge.
Very
Mhm.
nice. All right.
Alright.
So, what are you trying to do exactly? I mean, I
I'm
know you're
trying to
trying to open it, but how
shove
do you
the
do
lid
it?
off the what's it called?
Okay. Well, tomb, sarcophagus,
Tomb. Yeah.
stone coffin.
Okay. I'm gonna use my. Hold on. I just have to remember to link this. Ta-da! And then I'm going to do my strength check with advantage.
Okay.
23.
Yes. You feel like you got a very good grip on this thing. And as you start shoving, it moves briefly and then it stops. There's a little bit of give, but it stops solidly. It's not like you're not sure if it's because you just don't have enough strength to lift it or if there's something catching it.
Can I try to lift it as if it has hinges?
Sure.
Because I was trying to
would-
push it, right?
I don't know. I assumed you were pushing it from one side to the other.
Mm-hmm.
How would you know where the hinges are?
Can I walk around and feel under the lip of the lid
Sure.
and see if there's anything that feels kind of like a door?
Okay.
Not a huge engineering amount of knowledge. I've opened doors before. I've seen them in bars.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you that I had a lot of jobs in bars, so I know what a door looks like.
I'm gonna slap her again.
Only about as many times as a certain former archmage of Menzoberranzan talked about his position.
Maybe here like pizza. Okay, so I'm
I heard
raging.
Daria groaning in the background there.
Okay. So do I find any hingy things?
Well, I mean, I think you're gonna. I'll let you
What should I
roll
do?
investigation.
Okay. 5. Hey
Uh,
guys,
you
I
do-
can't
you
work
do
out
not-
how
you
this
do-
opens.
You definitely do not find any hingy things
Huh.
with your 5 investigation roll.
Someone come check this thing out. I tried to shove it, but it's like it gets stopped.
Has it opened a little bit? Is there a little crack, or
No, it didn't move. It didn't
Okay.
open at all. It was
Oh.
it moved a little bit sideways so that you know that it can move, but it doesn't seem to go any further beyond like an actual few millimeters, right? It's very clearly secured somehow.
Maybe if Blemish and Cracker pushes. Double strength.
I feel you don't respect me except for my muscles and my ability to eat enemies.
Of course we do.
That's patronizing. Makes Blemish
Push.
wonder what elf heads taste like.
He probably had some earlier.
I don't think I've ever eaten an elf head yet.
Need to find you some.
And he looks at you. He kind of
Can't have
tilts his
mine.
head. Kind of tilts sideways like, hmm.
Can't have mine.
I can wait until you die.
Sure. You have to be patient though. Not
No
gonna die anytime soon.
givebacks. Everybody heard it. If she dies, I get to eat her head. It's a promise.
Sure. As long as they can't resurrect me, then you're good to go.
Big words. So he gets in position. How do you want him to do it?
I don't know. Do you want to try and lift, or do you want to both try and push, or do you want to beat on the coffin, on the lid to break it open? Or... It's endless possibilities.
Try and lift it from the same side.
You suspect that Mealy, being a blade singer and having some knowledge of martial tactics, even though she's a wizard, you would suspect that it would be much harder to break this thing because it is quite solid looking and dense than to simply move it, if assuming it can be moved. I mean, not to say you couldn't destroy it eventually, but
Then lift.
all right. Well, Blemish gets into position and he says, "I'm ready."
Right. I'm going to count down from 3. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to lift, okay? 3, 2, 1.
Ah! Oh, too early. Sorry. I thought we were going on 1.
That's okay. We were both lifting at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Ah!
Oh, sorry. I thought we were going. I got it. I made a mistake. Sorry. Let's try again.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. And then nothing happens, and Blemish goes, maybe there's a key.
But is there a
Maybe.
keyhole?
I don't know. Have you looked? You're smaller than Blemish. Easier to see for you.
I'll look for a keyhole.
I'm gonna help her.
Okay.
So I can do advantage, right?
Sure.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Well, you don't know if it's a keyhole, but at the foot, literally where the foot would be placed if there was a body in the tomb, there is a small aperture. When I say small, I don't mean like keyhole size small. I mean small as in relative to, say, your fist. So it looks like it's about 3 inches in diameter. So it's quite large for a keyhole. It is quite badly crusted over and a bit dirty, but it's clear that there is an actual aperture in this tomb.
With the bone thing fit in it?
It's hard to say, but it doesn't because so first of all, the bone is calcified, so you don't know if that thing is natural or if it's covering something else underneath. But it as it stands, it looks too big. The hole looks too small for what's basically, become a stalagmite. Uh, but if you but it's possible you could break it and there might be something inside. You don't know.
Maybe try and beat off some of the calcium stuff and with a mage hand. And we can all back up a bit.
The
All right.
mage hand with its 10-pound carrying capacity.
I don't know how heavy it is.
Well, it's calcified into the ground. It's it's
Oh,
like
okay.
so it looks like a giant melted candle, but it's basically just one lumpy stalagmite. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Cracker, you hit it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my warhammer for this.
Oh.
Little smashy smashy. How delicate is this thing?
I mean, it looks like a big lump. It's like 2.5, 3 feet long, and it's about 6, 8 inches wide, and about one end of it is a bit lumpier, and the rest of it is a little bit more smoother and kind of declines down. So it looks at the lumpiest, highest end, it looks like it's about 8 inches off the ground.
Maybe
Maybe
Lilith could
maybe
use
6
stone
inches off the
shape.
ground. Stone shape?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know, maybe.
Uh,
It would count as
really,
stone.
yeah. That's a really high spell for something so small.
Give it a little tap, a little non-lethal bonk with the hammer.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can
Mhm.
crack it open.
I'm gonna back up a bit.
Okay.
Right. Tap. 22.
Yes. Chips come flying off.
Do I see any, should I just keep hammering away?
Well, you haven't cleaned it off completely, but there are some chips definitely came off. It looks like if you're fairly certain that if you don't know what damage you might do, if any, but you're fairly certain that you would eventually break through all the calcification.
All right. One more go.
Okay.
15.
Yeah, looking good. You're getting down to something that looks a bit more like the shape that is it's clearly you're hitting the part. What part of it are you hitting? The bigger, lumpier
Raised
bit
part.
or the
Yeah,
the
the
raised
bigger,
part?
lumpier bit.
Okay. At one point, you see something that looks like a metal spike sticking out of it.
Someone come have a look at this. I don't want to break this thing. Should we be a bit more delicate at this point?
I don't know. If it's magical, they're usually durable, but not always.
Okay, I'll keep going. One more smashy smashy. 22.
Okay. Yeah. And as you smash through it, you see what appears to be several metal spikes made of bronze or maybe covered in a little bit of gold. And there even seems to be something that looks like a very, very large crystal or gem. So it's like metal spikes around a crystal base. And it starts vibrating a little bit. Like every time, like now it's moves briefly and then it stops.
Take a javelin and sort of poke around instead of hammering. Would that make a difference?
Yeah, like you're picking at it.
Yeah, like picking around the edges of it rather than directly hammering on top of it.
Sure, like you're going to the dentist and you're getting your plaque taken off your teeth.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Nice, yummy. Um, yeah, so you're going in there doing your best. I think this is the second time I've made an orthodontist reference for Cracker specifically. Dental
Have those
hygienist. I remember
beautiful
we talked about
tusks.
this before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, yeah. What role would that be? Maybe not an attack roll. Something a little more
Oh,
delicate,
like
like a skill
survival?
check.
Because, yeah, maybe
Okay.
survival. 'Cause it's
Sure, why not?
okay. 10.
Yeah, so you manage to pick around at it, and the more you pick at it, every time you pick at it and you chip at it, every once in a while, you occasionally, like maybe half the time because you rolled a 10, you sort of hit the surface of this whatever is underneath it. And whenever you do that, it kind of shakes a little bit and then it stops.
Uh, so while I'm smashing around it, I'm gonna talk to it and just say, "Hey, man, I'm not attacking you, but I'm just trying to get you out of here. So when I get you out of here, don't attack me." I've encountered enough weird stuff now that now I think everything has a brain. Okay, do one more little chippy.
Yes, so you managed to break a big chunk off of the top of it, and you can see that the whole thing looks something like this.
Oh.
Mhm.
Does it go in the hole?
It's not completely freed yet. You can tell what it is.
Want to check this out?
It looks like it might fit in the hole. It looks like the handle bit might fit in the hole. The head is too big for it.
Need to chip a bit more.
Okay.
Okay. 18.
Yeah. So this thing comes free, and as it does, it rises into the air. Why has he got the turn order up?
That's strange.
I know.
That is so that doesn't make any sense.
Is
I
that
don't
mace thing like a
understand.
enemy?
Yeah, and it starts whacking away at you.
Ah,
Oh, gee.
Ah! Yes.
Good initiative.
I'm so surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fuck you guys then.
19.
I meant I'm so surprised because I got a 6.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh.
You got my curse now.
It's like, I've been here long enough. I know what's going on. Come up with something new already.
Obviously, it's sentient. Greco was right.
Uh,
What, really?
I should have just had it blow bubbles and then it would have been surprising to everybody.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Something that doesn't attack. I love it.
Yeah, because that's exactly what you would do if you were trying to guard your tomb is create put a lot of magical energy into creating something that rewards tomb raiders by blowing bubbles in their face. All right.
Uh-huh.
For that, it goes first, so it's gonna attack. I guess
Yay.
Cracker is the one doing all the chipping, so it'll have a go at Cracker. And Laura, you get to roll the attack rolls. Congratulations.
Yay. Thank you. I
2,
want the
please.
prize.
Whack, whack.
Whack whack.
Okay, so the 18 is gonna hit, and that'll be 7 points of damage. And then it'll be Miali's turn.
I guess we're kind of all standing around it, and there's not a lot of room in the mausoleum.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's pretty tight. I mean, there's
Yeah.
enough space for all of you. It's a spacious mausoleum, but it's not like it's not a giant room.
And it was made of metal, right?
It looks like it's metal.
Then I'm going to try my shocking grasp.
Ooh,
Let's see.
which
Already
has was it disadvantage for metal or something?
advantage on hitting the metal.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I meant this, right. I was thinking more of saving throw like lightning bolt. Okay, cool. 15. I mean, you kind of make some contact on it, but you're not sure that you actually got through.
Okay. That's me.
But also, you are now next to it.
Yep. Yes.
All right.
Cracker? Correct. You're definitely next to it.
I'm gonna try and grapple it.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna do a strength check. Oh no.
Mm.
Is it athletics or strength?
Athletics is fine.
Athletics. Okay. And advantage. I am raging and I'm going to grab it.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna try to grab it.
Okay. Well, do you want to roll his opposing?
Yeah.
It's opposing. I've given it a gender.
Ah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, it succeeded.
Yeah, it kind of dances out of your grasp. Okay. The property magnet.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to use Toll the Dead on it to see if that works.
Sure.
And make a lot of noise.
Bong. Ooh. Yes. Well, it's not particularly wise. It does seem to reverberate really aggressively when you cast your cantrip. And it does seem to be a little bit shaken, literally, by it. Anything else?
No, that's
Okay.
it.
Byleth?
I'm also gonna cast Toll the Dead. Bong,
Okay.
bong, bong.
Bang, bang.
Bong, bong.
Okay. Well, now it is
And
injured. Yeah. Okay.
11 for the save.
Yes, that also seems to have an effect, even more so than the previous one.
Take that.
It did. All right, Zenise, if you fireball right here, you'll get everybody. Everybody, all the youngsters.
I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver.
Nah, you're no fun, Daria.
Yeah, no fun.
Well, actually, it seems to be affected by it, and it on that, it literally just wiggles violently and then lays down on the ground.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, not very intelligent, these kind of animated maces. Funny
That's
that.
good.
Nice. That's weird. I didn't
So-
expect that. So
Is it
surprising.
dead?
Should we try and put it into the hole?
Mhm.
See if that's the key.
Sure, are you volunteering me?
I can do it if you don't want to. Then I can do it.
Yeah, maybe you do it.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the hammer and try and put it in the hole. Or maybe
Yeah. You once you insert the handle in, it does actually fit. And as you push it in, it slides in and then it just clicks at the end.
Nice.
And you realize there's a little bit of space on either side of the above and below the handle, but it's a snug fit left and right.
Okay. Try and turn it.
You mean turning the mace?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to turn,
Okay.
or I should say it turns in place, but nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
Maybe we can open the thing the rest of the way now?
Maybe. Try.
Team?
Yeah, try Cracker.
It doesn't really move. It's still the same kind of limited amount of movement.
Same.
Can I look closer at the small holes?
Yeah.
See if I can figure out what it is.
Yes. So the handle fits into the hole, and you can see that there's a little bit of space above the handle and a bit of space below the handle, but it's a snug fit on left and right.
So we can try and kind of push it to one side.
It looks like there may be space to move up and down.
Okay. Try and some down a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just
And
gonna
as you-
try.
Okay. And as you push down, you hear, and the lid rises 3 inches at the foot of it.
Ta-da!
Can I just continue to lift it up from there?
It doesn't move if you're trying to lift it.
Okay. So it looks like you got to keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna try see if I can push it down some more.
Yeah, so once you hit the bottom, it pops up to the middle, but the lid stays where it was.
Okay. But can I try and push it down again then, or is
Yeah.
it kind of Try again.
And it goes up another 3 inches.
I'm guessing this is kind of a pumping action, so I'm gonna take it up, down, up, down, up, down.
The rest
Up
of you
to
stand
the-
there watching this elf just pushing down on this thing.
Yep.
And as you hear the sound of the creaking, the lid literally just pops up a little bit in increments until the whole lid pops up and opens from the foot.
Ta-da! Open.
Wow.
Didn't expect that, did you?
No.
Smart Alec. Yeah. You proud of me now, Dad? You proud of me now? Oh, they say D&D is like therapy. Inside, there is a shroud, but no body. And resting on the shroud appears to be a book.
Volume 4. I really had to think. But yeah, 4. Okay. Should we just try and grab it, or Charlotte, you should have detect magic up still.
Yeah,
Am
it
I
is. Yes,
detecting any magics?
well, the mace is clearly very magical, but
Mhm.
the book itself isn't specifically magical. But as per our discussion last week, the spell books aren't necessarily magical.
No, but
Okay.
there's no kind of protection magic on the book.
No.
No.
Not according to your detect magic spell.
Okay,
Right.
I'll say that.
I'm just gonna grab it then.
I'll cringe
kind
and
of-
cover my eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. I'm trusting you, Charlotte.
Nothing happens.
Close one. Should we bring the mace and just get out of here? We don't have to linger too long because of the horde,
Mm,
and we can kind of walk and read.
Good idea.
We should
That's,
be walking like 2 people next to the one reading so we can guide them.
Yeah.
So they don't walk into stuff.
When
One
you say
hand on each
guide
shoulder.
them, do you mean guide them safely, or do you mean deliberately guide them into cow patties?
Oh, one or the other.
One or the other?
Yeah.
Oh, I stepped in something smelly. It's supposed to be good luck. Yeah, that's not true.
Anything else in there that you want to look at?
I mean, you can take a quick look if you want. You can do an investigation, perception.
Take a quick look. Oh, sorry, I have my advantage on. 19.
Yeah. So as you feel around, you can't see anything, but as you feel around underneath the shroud, so the book was resting on top of the shroud. underneath the shroud in the opposite corner near closer to where the head would be, there is a small potion bottle.
Grab
Okay.
it.
Okay.
And then I think we should close this lid.
Okay. Try and close it.
How do you try and close it?
Like trunk. Just grab the top and pull it down.
It doesn't move.
Can we remove the mace
Sure.
from the hole?
As you pull it out, it just goes and it closes completely.
Excellent.
Like a giant bin cover.
Take that with you.
Yeah, gonna bring the mace. Should we just put it in the bag of holding for now?
Sure.
And then we can look at it tonight or something.
Sounds good.
Well, next time we rest, anyway. Let's roll.
Let's
Kill
roll
it.
indeed.
Yeah, kill some zombies.
Okay. So what exactly are you doing now? You're just gonna walk right back to make a beeline straight for the town?
Have a look
Check
out
on-
for the horde and bring the Galio.
Yeah. Let's let
Yep.
let's let Blemish carry him. It's an honor, man.
This genuinely seems disrespectful.
You'll be all right. I'm just gonna start walking.
Open one basic mechanical trap and suddenly you're very confident, huh? Okay, well, he slings Galio Elibro, a member of the Cloak and Stars, and he's if he were conscious, he would be terribly insulted by this affront to his personage, but obviously he has very little say at the moment. Over his shoulder in an improvised fireman's carry, whatever a fireman is, since they probably don't exist here. And you start making your way out of the village cemetery back in the general direction where you last saw the horde, which was, of course, on its way to the town, with elements presumably having already reached the town, hence the screaming. And to be clear, it wasn't just women and children who were screaming, it was also men. But it didn't sound entirely like it was organized military responses. It sounded like civilians may have been caught up in all of that, which was the point of the description originally. You guys want to take a break now? You can admire your potion.
Purple.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Hi, we hope you're enjoying this episode, and if so, please like and subscribe. And remember, the next time your DM says, roll initiative, yell back,
Here,
hold
my earrings.
Here, hold my earrings.
This is good. I think we only need this take.
all right, we're all back together. Yay. Okay. Yes. So you guys start heading back to the Ley Lawn, or rather trying to track down the horde of undead. So what is it that you were doing again? One of you is reading the spell book whilst the others are guiding them, person, whomever. Is that right?
Yeah, I think we only just flipping through it just to see.
Okay. I'll guide.
Okay.
I'll be out front. Follow
Okay.
me. Or I could you could piggyback. And I'll just I could read while I'm piggybacking.
Hold the book in front of your face.
No, like on top of my head or something. You know?
Rest it on top of your head. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, you know what
Just-
would be great if one of you, if one of the tieflings was strong enough to carry somebody else, then you could just sit the book on the tiefling's horns, like one of those like book rests that you get. You know, where you just slide it on there and then it's like a stand, but you don't need to use your hands anymore.
I love it.
Okay, well, the good news is your thoughtful DM has already created Talavar Spells Volume 4 as a handout available at your nearest handout section in your Roll20 application.
Oh.
What?
What? That's crazy! It's
So
not crazy.
amazing.
So you can refer to it anytime you want. There are several spells in there. And as you look, you will probably also find something about the mace, which I'll allow you to figure out anytime you want. So you can, all somebody needs to do is attune to it or cast Identify with a pearl, which you now have multiple of. Thanks to somebody constantly asking, is there a pearl?
I can cast Identify on it.
Okay. It is Lightbringer, bringer of light. Almost as if it was designed to combat undead.
Huh.
Oh, cool.
Also very useful in case you need a lever to prop open a sarcophagus lid.
Does
Or,
any of us use a mace?
I mean, you can all use a mace in theory.
I think clerics are proficient. I don't think I am.
Barbarians and clerics are definitely proficient in maces.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am not.
Oh, but it says that it was made for a cleric of the thunder. That seems too good. No.
Well, I mean, you know, it was made.
Talos, Lathander.
Not
If you're fighting undead, nobody's going to mind.
No.
I mean, it's not like they're going to complain about it.
Well-
No, I can only fight undead if it's being wielded by a lawful good cleric. Stop touching me! Which is literally how I should actually roleplay next time there is an animated weapon. Stop touching me! Ooh, your hands are cold. That's quite a grip you've got there. Just
Wait,
like
is that the mace
s-
speaking?
No, but it should be.
Oh,
I didn't design the mace to be intelligent and
Good.
awakened, but I
you can
should.
throw it away.
So
That would
annoying
be
when stealthing.
hilarious. Oh, we try to be quiet now? I can't see anything.
Yep.
Speaking of being quiet and stealthing, it sheds light in the presence of undead. So there you go.
cool.
I know none of you really need light anymore since your rather weak human has now acquired some goggles that allow her to see in dark.
What? We?
Well,
Was that necessary to add? Mr. Impartial DM.
I love playing humans. I just say that because everybody always thinks humans are incredibly weak, and they're not. They're actually they're incredibly versatile, but it's a stereotype for some reason in D&D. That's why everybody plays elves and dwarves and things.
Oh.
Very few people play humans.
I like humans.
I know. I
I am a human.
some of my best friends are human.
But I think
I
that's
think-
also why a lot don't play humans, because we are humans. We want to play something else.
I think they're neat.
Humans are okay.
Some of them.
You're great.
Even
that's
that's not bad.
Just like you are, Charlotte. Don't ever change.
Oh,
I would share my
real
yogurt
ad-
with you. Mhm.
The real adventure is the friendships you make along the way. As we slaughter everybody in this town, die!
let's go.
Okay, so as you are walking and reading, you have perused the book, and you can see, as per the handout, which probably you've all taken a look at now, has several very powerful spells, including, well, consisting of, not including, it is full disclosure, the spell of banishment, the spell of confusion, and conjure minor elementals. Very useful spells, all 4th level, available to people who actually cast 4th level spells.
None of us
Tech-
did.
Yeah. Technically, the sorcerer doesn't really get the benefit of the spellbook because they don't use spellbooks in the first place. But Byleth is almost ready to cast a 4th level spell.
Hmm.
Almost.
I tried, but nothing happens. Hey, yeah.
Wah, wah. Yeah. Okay. So there is quite a lot of activity going on. You find the path, the swathe cut through the fields where the undead have passed very easily. The smell lingers, first of all. Obviously, the wheat is trampled horribly. There are even little bits of body parts just sort of laying about, strewn apart, zombies that have fallen apart or been attacked. So you think the horde is basically up against the town walls, the palisade. If you remember, there was a wooden palisade around the outside. Do you want to just go right up to that, or do you want to stop before it? Just keep going to encounter it. I just want to make sure if there's something you guys want to do in preparation or a different approach. I didn't just throw you into it and then we can't retcon it. Let's say you're a couple 100 yards out still. You can see the town, you can see the flames, you can't see any individual people because it's too dark at night. But you can hear the screams. There's definitely a lot of activity. There's the sounds of what sound like orders being barked. There's the sounds of people, screaming in fear or dying or something, less organized. Occasionally you see flickering in the firelight that looked like it could be something obscuring the fire.
I don't know if we should try and kind of find a back way inside, side entrance or something, if the horde is coming straight for them. Or we can just run up to them, cast a couple of fireballs, and be done with it. Hopefully.
Did Rua ever come back with an answer about the soldiers joining us?
Not yet. I'm gonna look out into the distance.
Yes.
60 feet.
So Rua, so once you pass a certain distance, which is not very far, right? It's only 100 feet. You no longer have a telepathic link. So Rua wouldn't know where you were, right? Rua wouldn't necessarily know you were at the cemetery or you had left the cemetery. But Rua will return to the location where you sent Rua off. And as you pass through the area on the way to the town, Rua will sense you there, see you in the night, because Rua can see at night, and will rejoin your party. Now, what was the message you had delivered to?
Good question.
Commander
It
Forsyth?
was from yeah, it was from Charlotte at least.
Foreskin.
That we need reinforcements I don't think I have it word for word, but
Well,
Do
it's
you-
in the chat.
okay. Yeah, but it's a long way up.
There's a big undead army advancing to the northeast. Send reinforcements, or else Alagander.
Did you say or else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Maybe
It did say that. in the-
But
Or
he's an
else.
agent.
Did you really threaten the guy? That
Yes.
is that.
I'm the queen.
Jesus Christ. Christian, if you ever hear this recording, I apologize in advance. I don't know what's going on. She's absolutely insufferable after one of these D&D sessions. Oh. She used to be so sweet, but now she's completely unbearable. Right. So, so there wasn't really you didn't really give instructions to respond, did you? And it's not like it's ascending, so they would have to have and you didn't give Rua instructions to wait for a response.
True.
And Rua speaks to you telepathically, but do familiars understand the language of the caster? Or is it purely telepathic?
Let's see.
Because they are intelligent. That is one long spell.
Yeah,
Mm,
it is. I think.
I mean, they definitely understand it because they obey the commands.
I'll say that you basically dropped off the message and then Rua flew back because you didn't specify wait for a response. I think that's pretty straightforward.
So I have to
Okay.
do that next time.
Yeah, well, it's always good to be precise. Okay, so you guys do catch up to Rua, who also finds you. And and Rua tells you, that he's passed on the message, but he didn't wait for a response because you didn't tell him to. Kind of does like a wing shrug. I did what you told me to do.
Mhm.
And you guys continue heading on to Leylon. So you're not going to do anything. There's nothing you need to do or want to do before you get there, right? Just to be clear.
No, we don't have time for a long rest.
Oh no, yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to
Or
get
even a
intervene,
short
you
rest,
you
but-
definitely don't have time for a long rest.
So that's all I need.
I mean, you can. I mean, just
No. Just letting
you don't even have to go to Leylon, in theory. So I just want to be clear. You guys are continuing straight on to the combat or battle or yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's much we can kind of prepare.
I mean,
Just
you can
think
try to take a
that-
short rest. You just don't know if it would make you
Right.
too late.
Don't think we have time for it, but I don't know if we should try and I don't know if they are gathered together. We can try and fireball them, but we should also focus on the freaking giant and the goats.
Yeah.
They
And
seem stronger than the others.
who's going to attune to this thing and how long does that take?
Attuning takes an hour.
Yeah.
You can use it before you attune it, but you can't use all the special abilities. It would still operate as a +1 weapon.
Seems like a good idea.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the extra damage, right? Just
Yeah,
+1 weapon.
the special abilities rely on attunement.
Yeah, I say we take the hour to attune somebody to this thing, whoever's taking it.
Do you have time for that?
An hour.
It's an hour. Amaze, that's a one-handed weapon, isn't it?
Yes, this one is.
And the only person that can use this is Lilith. And as far as I can
Or
understand,
Cracker.
or Cracker, you have to hit it to get the benefit.
So technically, anybody can use any weapon. If you're not proficient, you just have disadvantage with it.
Yeah.
Which is not a good way to use a weapon, but in a pinch, if you're using a weapon primarily for its abilities and not for... Yes, in this case, it's a carried attack, so you would want to make sure you hit it. But some weapons also are basically magical items that can cast spells effectively, right? So there's no reason why you couldn't use those. Unless the weapon specifically says you need to be proficient in it, which I'm not sure that there are that many of those. Maybe a legendary item.
But if you think we should take an hour, sure. Oh.
Lilith, what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Oh gods! If only somebody were here now!
Do we really have the time?
Well, if it's good for the undead, I don't know. I just kind of think we probably should, but I don't know. It's up to you. Because I don't want it. I got my great axe. I need both hands.
Just how much will Lilith be in the midst of it, hitting the undead with a mace? That's the only time it's useful.
Yeah, and I usually use my shield.
You can have a shield. And
Yeah, but I can't
mace,
have a.
but-
Yeah, I know, but then I won't be able to use my magic.
True. So
Good point, Ida.
I don't think it's worth it.
I don't think so either.
So, do you want me to grab it then? And I can switch to a, I don't know, one-handed warhammer.
Going in double-fisted.
Yeah.
I have to remind myself what the rules are on this in 5th edition.
Mm,
There's no disadvantage, is there?
no, but I don't think you get the added damage or ability on the offhand.
Yeah,
Has to be main
Yeah.
hand.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
It's on the main hand, I think.
Yep.
Part of me wonders if we could get in there, if we could
You have
get
to have
into
the
town
dual
around.
wielder feet. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I don't have that. So I'm wondering if we could get into town. Is there a cleric of Lathander in the town? Like if we could sneak around the army a bit and get in there before them, or something. Like, is there somebody else that could use this better than our group?
Probably, but
You want to just give it away?
Well, I mean, yeah.
well, it's good against undead, but it's not great. It's just a little bit more damage
Yeah.
I still
when you
think
hit
we
it.
should take the hour.
And that's a good point, is that whoever uses it still needs to attune to it for an hour to use the special
Yeah.
ability.
Yeah,
It's more the
that's a good
hour
point.
I'm thinking about.
And it doesn't have to
Okay.
be used by a cleric of Lathander. It was made for a cleric of Lathander. That's how that should be read. But you can give it away if you guys choose to do so. I think sounds like Charlotte has a couple of things to say about that.
Yeah.
Well, we are a group, so if the group wants to give it away, that's fine.
But why don't you use it? Can you use it?
Nope.
All right.
I mean, she can.
heavy.
Again, she's not
No, it's
proficient.
far too heavy.
It doesn't really fit with her outfit.
No.
I mean, I would take it. I mean, I use a mace, but I don't think it's worth an hour today.
Let's go then.
You can tune to it. We're probably gonna meet some more undead later on, so you can attune to it another day.
Okay.
Let's ride.
Yep.
Okay. You walk up towards the town and you are greeted with what seems to be a sea of zombies, goats, dead goats, stinking, rotting hill giants, and a poor town under siege They're up against the palisades. It looks like the zombies are, in a couple of cases, successfully climbing it. It's not overly organized. They just sort of seem to be pressing in, and so the few defenders have the advantage because they're literally just peppering them with fire arrows and chopping them down as they get close. But they are definitely badly outnumbered, and the scene seems to be replaying itself all along the wooden palisade as far as you can see, which in the dark, again, is only 60 feet plus whatever firelight is providing additional illumination further down the line. You guys can put your, yes, thank you very much, Yvonne. You guys can put your token somewhere near where Yvonne has put Cracker in the upper right-hand corner.
I'm not that close.
Maybe, yeah, maybe not that far up. Yeah, right there. There you
Yeah,
go.
in the middle.
Charge.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hello.
Just sitting on his belly, riding him like he's a big old elephant. And you're on holiday in Thailand. Mommy, what's Thailand? It's a magical place that doesn't exist. Okay, all 6 of you, and I guess we should actually have poor old Blemish, who will almost certainly be drafted to do some dirty work, like eating a zombie, which he's not particularly thrilled to do. So, we've got a new turn order. All right. It's chaos. There's fires burning. You realize now that a lot of the fires were actually, they're not uncontrolled fires. They seem to be more either provided by the townsfolk and the defenders as illumination to see what they're doing, because of course they don't all have dark vision, most of them. And or possibly as a form of defense to throw down flaming debris upon the assaulters or to light their fire arrows. Feel free to roll your initiative. And Henrietta, would you like to roll for our smelly undead friends? Thank you.
8.
Call that a 7 just to. Oh boy,
My luck has left me.
Oh.
you need more animal protein.
That's the reason. Yes.
It's a deficiency in your diet.
Luck deficiency.
Yeah. Okay. So who's going first between Mealy and Cracker?
Cracker can go first.
Okay.
Mealy. I'm going to make you 16, okay?
Mhm.
All right. Zanice.
I'm going to move here and cast Hunger of Hadar.
Oh. Oh yes, by the way, Sophie, no, sorry. Go ahead, Daria. Hunger of Hadar. Do we have a spell? Did I make that thing for Hunger of Hadar? Or it's instantaneous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need to. Would you post it, please? Okay. Yeah, wait, let me do that for you and make a. Okay. All right, let me just move these guys out of the way a little bit, just so it's a little bit clear who's involved and who's not. So basically, everybody in this, from the giant out to these. Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna move this guy out. Okay. And you can see that the goats are basically acting as walking battering rams, headbutting the palisade. Okay, cool.
Oh.
It's a concentration spell, no?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we do need a token for it. Okay. There's also specific range tokens you can just use. 20-foot radius. Okay. That's quite a lot there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Do you agree? But it has to start its turn, so it doesn't have an effect now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
On the start and end of the turn.
Okay.
And there are blinded.
Okay. Very good. Well, hopefully they stand pat. So you can get more than one round in, but yes, when they start their turn. Okay. Very good. Anything else for Zanice?
No, that's it.
Okay. Cracker.
Question. That means I can't see in that area either, right?
I think that's right. Right, Daria? I would say so.
Yeah, you can see through it.
It's like a darkness spell on top of damage, basically.
So
You can see the
I'm-
giant's butt sticking out.
okay, I'm gonna go to
Maybe.
there, and I have one whiskey fireball left. I'm gonna use it.
Well, I mean, you don't have to see to be able to throw it into a pitch dark area.
Yeah, but
You
I can
might-
see where the dark area is, so I can sort of aim, and plus his butt's sticking out. So I'm gonna aim for like maybe
Well, hey,
there.
nobody said there was a butt sticking out. You guys made that up. There's no butt sticking out.
Okay. Well, I'm
And
gonna
I
aim
think-
for where I thought I saw him.
I think and just to be clear, I think the zombie hill giant would be a little bit offended if you said that because he's just big boned.
Yeah.
And maybe he's got a
that's true.
thyroid problem.
Yeah,
Looks
I'm
like,
being
yeah.
really.
Maybe it's
judgmental
his
here.
belly sticking out. Looks
Yeah.
like that's
There's
sticking out.
no part of it is sticking out. There's no part. This is what I'm talking about when I say people who let their players just do whatever the hell they want. The campaign falls apart. None of that's happening. You guys are making all that up. But you can see the darkness. It's very clearly darkness, even against the darkness of the sky. How many you get? What is it? 10-foot radius?
Yep, I think it is. Sorry, I was just double checking reckless attack on ranged, but it doesn't work. So I'm gonna rage. I am raging, and I'm gonna check it. Here we go. Whiskey fireball. 19.
Okay.
Oh, area of 20 feet.
Yeah,
That's what we
area of
had.
20.
Yeah, area of 20
Yeah,
feet.
but not 20, not a radius of 20 feet.
No, just in.
It's 10-foot radius. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So I'll say with a 19, where did you want to get it?
Like right there.
Okay. So I'll say with a 19, you do get the spot you want. So these guys will just roll their dex saves. So there's only going to be the giant and the 2 zombies. Okay.
So 3d20s.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Incoming. 1, 13, and 5.
Okay. I mean, you don't hear anything because they're zombies. They don't really make any noise. You don't get the rage damage, obviously, because that's not related to a whiskey fireball.
Sorry, yeah.
Taking
it off my list here.
Yeah, no worries. And the 5 will. Oops, sorry. Move this thing. There we go. You can't really see what happened. It just disappears, and you hear the sound of something happening, but beyond that, you don't really know what's happened. Obviously, I'm putting notations down for myself. Okay. Very good. Roll 1d20, if you would.
5.
Okay. All right. It's your turn. Well done. Well, technically that's one attack, so I guess you could attack again.
Hold on.
How many of those do you have left?
That was it. That's
Okay.
the last of them. I'm just gonna hold my attack.
Okay. What do you mean hold your attack?
No,
It's
sorry. I'm gonna just because I don't have any movement left to get close to anybody. So I guess I'll move to here. And I'm not
Okay.
close enough to attack anybody. So
Okay.
Yep.
So just be clear, you don't have two separate actions. You have one action that has two attacks in it. So if you don't
Right.
attack again, that's it.
yep, that's it.
Okay. All right. Mealy.
I am going to activate my blade songs.
Sure.
Boop. And there's not much I can do right now. Let's see, I'm going to move besides Denise. And I'm going to chuck a fire bolt at that one. Just try and do some damage. Yeah. Sorry, 13. I don't know why I had an advantage on.
Okay. Sorry, which one are you aiming for?
The one in front of Cracker. This one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll hit. Well done.
And that's me.
Okay. Lilith.
Yes. I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna create my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Um,
Drag it out yourself.
Yeah. I'm about to do that. So I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
If I got that correct.
Mm-hmm.
I can't use it this time, right?
No, I think you can attack when you first cast it.
Okay.
When you cast the spell, you can make a melee spell attack against the creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Yeah. So I'm gonna attack there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So that does seem to make some contact. You see little bits of rotting fur and maybe some flesh and even a little chip of bone disappear or fly off.
Mhm.
Good.
And since that was a bonus action, I'm gonna use a Sacred Flame on the same goat.
Ooh. Very good. Okay. I'm waiting for you to roll a dex save. For the
Oh,
goat.
I forgot about that part.
That's okay.
Sorry.
All right. Yes. The goat stumbles briefly. Doesn't seem to avoid your double whammy. So nice job. The old 1-2. Very good.
I'm just gonna write
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
because otherwise I won't remember.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Goes my blade song as well. So double up.
Okay. So the ones that are milling about, I guess now we do the Hunger of Hadar, Arms of Hadar spell. Hunger of Hadar, rather. 2d6 cold damage. So there's no save on the cold damage. There's only a save for the
The ending of
acid damage as a follow-on. Would you like to roll the cold damage for everybody? Just roll it once. Okay. Huh, that seems quite low. It's gonna take forever. Click, click, click. Oh, area effect spells. Well done, Daria. Very well played. Very well played indeed.
I think it would take longer if we should if we had to take one and one and one down. Be here for 4 sessions or something. Just chipping away at undead.
This would literally be the death of me.
No more fireballs.
No more fireballs. No more Hunger of Hadar spells.
Only Hunger of Hate.
No. Okay. So they will mill about. Let's see how many of them can actually get out of the Hunger of Hadar spell. Well, I guess. I mean, they kind of shamble, really. I suppose there's a couple in the middle that wouldn't get out if they went the wrong direction. But pretty much everybody else will get out because they are. Well, oh no, that's not true. Because anybody on the edge, if they go the direction, they can get out. So it's the inverse. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I suppose 15. Really, 15 of them, if they go the wrong direction, they won't get out.
Yeah,
And
and
actually, what
it's difficult terrain as well in the hunger.
Oh, right. Okay. So we'll say that it's so they're really all going to move. So okay. So 15 of them, they have a chance to get out if they go the right direction. Several of them won't get out regardless, and then if they don't get the right direction, the 15, any or all of the 15 will end up staying in for the secondary round of damage. Daria, do you want to just roll 15 d20s really quick? Save everybody time. And we'll just say it's clockwise. I'll just pick some. I love the player. Play the game. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. So 17, this guy's going to get out. 3, this guy's going to go the wrong direction. This guy's going to get out. This guy's going to go wrong direction. This guy's going to go the wrong direction. This gonna go the wrong direction as well. This guy's going to go wrong direction. Out. Actually, I should say some of them will get out anyway because it's not 50-50, right? It's more like 70-30. These guys got to go the wrong direction. This one's going out. Looks like maybe 2 more get out. Oops, wrong one. Something, I don't know. Probably this one goes the right direction. Probably doesn't get out. So it's something like that. So these guys will stay inside. All right. So how many do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then a big one. Oh yeah. So Dara, do you want to roll for the giant as well? Okay. So giant that's kind of a 50-50, isn't it? So we'll call that a fail. We'll say it's on the edge. Okay. So, Daria, you can roll for the giant's dexterity save, and everybody else give me 1 dex roll for each of the zombies that stayed in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
2d6 first? Or are we taking the cold damage?
Sorry?
The 2d6 for acid damage first or
Yeah.
last?
Well, do the do the dexterity saves. So that was just to see how many of them stayed in. So that guy's going to save, so he doesn't take any acid damage. Sophie, save, fail.
Are we rolling 1 each, or?
Yeah, you guys are rolling 1 each, and then I'll have Daria roll the remainder. What's your dex save? Fail. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Daria. I should have had the damage first. You're right. Oh, everybody did. Okay, sorry. And then Daria, I think there's what, 4 more left? 5 more left? 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it should be 4 more left. You want to roll 4? Okay, so one of them makes it maybe. So basically, it looks like 2 of them made their saves. Do you want to roll your damage?
26. 8.
8. Okay, thank you. All right. 2 weeks later, we have finished Daria's turn. No, that was well done. Very, very good job, Daria.
Was the
Okay.
big guy in that as well?
Well, I mean, that's meta knowledge, but you did not. He made his save. He rolled. Daria rolled a 20 for him.
Okay.
So, so that was for that turn, just for their damage bits. The guys who managed to get out, or they got attacked by the party directly, and they're nearby, they'll go up to the party. But I guess that's mostly just these fellows. The rest of them will continue with their assault on the town. There's a lot of pounding away at things. You don't really see what's happening, all of it. For each of the goats, let's have Henrietta, Yvonne, Laura, and Sophie roll 1d20. Okay, Yvonne, your goat breaks through the palisade and starts trampling one of the guards, and you hear him go, "Ow!" The other zombies are up against the fence. They're kind of pounding away at it. It's a bit ineffectual because the palisade, although it's just a cheap wooden palisade, it is still tougher than plain old zombie fists and teeth. But, you know, it's not helping things. It also makes it a little bit harder to cast Fireball indiscriminately because the soldiers, without knowing that you are there, are up against the palisade edge trying to withstand the assault. And so you'd have to either place your spells very carefully or run the risk of toasting some of the human townsfolk. And I think that's going to do it for these guys. Actually, the hill giant should go a little bit further. Technically, he's not really in hunger hitter. He was already on the edge, so he'll go out. Okay. That'll be their turn. Charlotte.
Fabulous. I'm just gonna stick to basics and use a good old magic missile on this guy.
Oh, that might not be very effective on somebody that big, but you go ahead.
What?
Well, he's so big. Magic missile is good for like enemies with lower hit points. He's just a big bag of hit points.
Mm,
You go ahead. It'll definitely work. It would take a very long time to finish him off that way.
That's fine.
Okay.
Pew,
Well, maybe not if you do roll full damage every time.
pew.
Oh,
Oh.
oh. All right. Well done. Yeah. So all three of them hit. They sink into his corpulent flesh. Anything else for Charlotte?
I'll just move behind Byleth.
The stench coming off Blemish. Ugh. Kind of scratches absently at his hindquarters. All right. All right, Byleth. Here we go, Laura. Let's go.
I actually wanted to try something else. I wanted to try if I can see Griselda from here.
Griselda
With a
Copperrot?
yeah, with a
Describe what she looks like.
perspective and all. I thought she was the redhead
Mm-hmm. Do you see her?
with a beard. Yeah, she's here.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Then you do see her.
Okay.
It's
Then
more than 60 feet, but this whole area is very well heavily lit
Uh-huh.
because of all the fires that the defenders have put in place for visibility.
Okay, great. Then I will hold off my fireballs for now and try to message her with my message cantrip.
Oh, okay.
And say we have Talavar's spellbook. How can we help?
Oh, right. And you also have Talavar, which I forgot to give you.
Yeah.
Oh, sleepy Talavar.
Galio.
Sorry, Galio. Oops. Thank you. Talavar's spellbook and Galio's body. Can't believe I said Talavar.
Well, he was possessed by him once, so.
He was possessed by him. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for trying to make it seem like I did that on purpose. Okay. She will respond. Well, get in there and kill something or unkill something.
All right. Then that's clear. I will just move a bit to here.
Okay. All right, Zenise.
I'm gonna move to here
Mm-hmm.
and cast fireball.
Mm. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh.
Like here.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
Uh-oh. Okay. If you see the palisade, then the palisade's in the spell's
Ah,
radius,
okay, so not here.
just to be clear. I know that's
Hint.
not how
Hint,
the
hint.
well, I'm just saying, I know it looks like if you went up into the palisade, it shouldn't be because it's supposed to be vertical, but just to keep things simple, we'll say that if you touch the wood, then that's where the fireball lands.
So,
Yeah, that'll work.
okay, so here.
All right, let me just hold that for 1 sec. Just move this guy in, this guy out a little bit, just so we are clear. Okay. All right. Okay, you can let go. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2 goats. All right, go ahead. Roll your spell. Roll your dex saves. You can do all 8 dex saves. Plus, we'll let Sophie and Ida roll once each for the goats. Okay. All right. So they all get hit directly or indirectly. That's a lot of damage, actually. 34. Well done. Okay, so there are a bunch of failed saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 failed saves. Technically, only 2 of them made their saves. So rather than me going through the trouble of writing them all out, do you want to roll 6 follow-on d20s? Okay, one of them is still standing. All the rest of them, of those 6, are instantaneously incinerated. All done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one takes some damage. All done. Quite a few of them collapse. Several of them are very badly burned.
And I want to use my bonus action to change
Oh,
my
God, there's
sorcery
more.
point to
Jesus.
third level spell
No.
slot.
Thank God. All right. Okay. And then the Barbian's like, I'll roll to attack with my axe.
You know, one person right here. All right. Recklessly attacking.
If
Swinging
you
with
don't
that
kill
great
at least
axe.
one of them.
I know. There's gotta be something going on. Raging.
Okay.
A swing.
Right. Go ahead and roll the d20 for it.
Wait, what do you mean roll the d20 for it?
Just roll the d20, please.
Oh, okay.
You connect and you hit it, and
okay.
it
Oh, right, because it has to.
it stays
Does
up.
it get back down? Okay, and I
Yeah.
swing again.
Okay.
Swingy.
Yeah, and then just roll a d20. Chances are
Hey,
you're gonna hit it.
down.
Okay. That one will finish it off. It does not survive that one, and it goes down, gurgling at your feet. It looked a bit like an orc. Well done, Cracker. Anything else? Do you want to move? You have movement.
Yeah, I was gonna move. Hold on, sorry.
You can
I'm
walk
gonna
into the
move
darkness.
I'm gonna move to here.
Okay.
Here. Sorry.
All right. Nearly.
Let's see. I am going to use my bonus action to cast Kinetic Jaunt on myself. And then I am going to run. Let's see.
Kinetic jaunt.
Yes,
The hell is that?
it's a transmutation spell.
Dance-like steps, giving yourself the following benefits. Walking speed increases by 10 feet. Don't.
I think it's
Okay.
from Tasha's.
I'm having trouble visualizing what this looks like.
She basically magically gives herself a strut, like a catwalk strut.
Kinetic jaunt makes me think of like the Jedi jumping ability, but yeah, you're right. It's kind of like, okay, fancy strut. All
Yep,
right,
fancy
do
strut.
your thing.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I just have to do it once. Let's see. I am going now. I have 50 feet of movement.
Oh,
So I'm going to go over there and as I said, can only use a cantrip. I'm going to cast a firebolt at this goat. The
okay.
goat. Pata! 16. 4 damage.
Okay. It hits. Your 4 damage definitely contributes to it. It doesn't go down.
What?
I know, you're so surprised.
Yeah. My 4 damage didn't take it down.
Almost as surprised when that mace came to life.
Yeah.
I'm not bitter. I do
We
have
can
a
tell.
long memory, though. Okay, very good. Strutting cat and all.
Yep.
Speaking of strutting cats, Ida.
Yes, I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move my spear there
Yeah.
and attack that goat.
Okay. Yeah, 16. That'll hit for 5 points. That successfully makes
And then
contact.
I'm gonna,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna use my sacred flame on the same goat.
Beating that goat like it owes you money. Yeah, we'll say that that fails its save. You know, even as a goat, zombies aren't particularly fast or agile. Well done.
Thank you.
Anything else for Lilith?
No.
Okay. All right. Ida, Sophie, and Daria, would you each roll a d20 for the 3 goats that haven't broken through? Ooh. This one's definitely broken through and will kill this guy by running into him and then flipping him into the air. No! This one is already in here, so it's going to be wreaking havoc of its own. Laura, do you want to roll a d20 for that one?
Yeah.
It manages to successfully aim in the wrong direction. Well done. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zombies in the Hunger of Hadar spell. I'm going to clear these corpses out of the way just so I can avoid being confused. Dara, do you want to roll 7 quick? Oh, sorry. You want to just roll your cold damage first? Actually, I
9.
think it's going to be at 9. Okay, so in that case, why don't you just roll the d20s for 5 of them? 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Ooh. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, wow. Okay. Well, you don't know what exactly happened, but you feel this darkness spread over. Well done. There's a lot less shuffling going on in there, let's just say. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is gonna run up to where Byleth and Charlotte. 8.
Uh-oh.
Yep. This one's gonna move back as well. Move up. The rest of them are going to continue on their way. I guess these will go after Cracker. This one's actually close enough to get an attack in. Henrietta, do you want to roll an attack on Cracker?
Sure. 10.
Okay, that misses. I'm going to say that these two just managed to claw their way out of the Hunger of Hadar spell. All the rest of them are going to head up to the palisade. The ones that are closest to the goat that broke through the first round are going to spill in and also make their way in there. I think this one's going to be close enough to land attack. Yvonne and Laura, do you want to roll 1d20 each for these two zombies up here attacking this poor soldier?
Mhm.
Okay. 13 and a 5. He's going to be injured, but not dead. And let's see. I should really have the townsfolk attacking, counterattacking, shouldn't I? But we'll just cover it all here. We'll say that after 2 rounds, each of the remaining townsfolk successfully finish off one of the zombies. Okay. These guys got to move off a little bit. Charlotte, what would you like to do?
I will misty step away.
See you, Byleth.
Yeah.
Good luck.
She can
I'll
handle
always remember
herself.
you.
And then I'll scream, Flash! Do something! Kill him!
Who are you screaming at?
Blemish.
Oh, Blemish. Right, sorry.
Yeah. He's right next to him.
Blemish getting very tired. Very good. I guess he should go now, I suppose. Why don't you roll an attack? You have Blemish's character sheet up?
Oh god.
Is it 3 attacks,
3 attacks, yeah.
Henrietta? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if you
One
open up his
bite,
character
2
sheet, you should be able to just roll the attacks directly from his character sheet, just like
Oh.
your own. Because
Is it
Henrietta did a great
multi-attack?
job.
Hiya. Oh.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's the description, but there's the actual claw attack and the
I
bite
see.
attacks.
Hiya.
There you go.
Cool.
Wow. Is that really right? 16 slashing?
Bite.
Did we fix that?
I think I fixed it.
Okay, all right.
It's
2d6
just
plus 4. Yeah.
6 and 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
that just happens to be the maximum. Okay,
Yeah.
right. So the bite's going to miss. The first 2 are going to hit. 37. Okay. Yeah, Blemish tries to sink his teeth, misses, but he manages to claw twice and scrape sections off of this thing. Well done. Yeah, and then I guess it's Violet's turn.
Yay.
Of course, now if you fireball the giant, poor old Blemish as well as Galio will both be hit because Blemish is still technically carrying Galio.
Yeah.
I'm sure Galio would
Ivy.
understand.
Ivy's there too, right? I didn't put her there.
Probably.
She's right next to me.
Against her will.
Yeah.
Whenever you look
Um,
away and then you look back at her, you just see her staring intently at you as if she's like trying to shoot daggers at you.
Oh, she hates me. Well, okay.
She hates me. Oh well. Yeah.
I'm just gonna ignore the threat right next to me and shoot a fireball. My destiny. Right Maybe. No.
Such a Byleth move.
Like this? So that I don't get the fence or whatever.
Okay, yeah, the palisade. Yeah, we'll say
Mhm.
this guy's actually a little bit further.
Phew.
Okay, so oh yeah, let me get this. Get rid of these dead ones.
Phew. Oh, not that big. Okay, like that.
So let me see it again. So move these out of the way. Okay.
All right. Fireball.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 6, 7, 12, 13. God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, right?
Yay.
Okay. 27. So let's roll a dex save.
Should I roll all of them?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So 19.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh. Okay. So before we do anything else, we've got a lot of them saved, it looks like, or came close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 definitely failed. Roll 11 d20s.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I just can't stop rolling. Well.
Yes. So of the 11 d20s, okay. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So of the 11, 7 of them are going to be instantly incinerated. Okay.
Nice.
Yes, it is well done. 4 of them are going to be badly burnt. Very badly burnt. And actually, you need to roll some more for the others that made their saves, because you did so much damage that it's still enough, potentially.
How many?
I lost track. So we had 11, 8 of them made their saves. So those 8, you can go. I should have just had you roll those. Go ahead and roll those 8. But they're a different setting, right? Because they took less damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, what the hell? We'll just call it 6. These guys are also going to go off the board. They are also incinerated. And then the remainder have partial damage. This is why high-level campaigns die out. Because the people who play the barbarians and the fighters give up. Oop, that one didn't die, just was injured. Okay, we're almost done. Hang in there. Hang in there, Daria. Hang in there. We're almost done. Did I not do the acid damage for these guys? Or no, they all died, didn't they? So it didn't really matter. Is that right, Daria?
Yes.
Okay, so I didn't miss out on anything for you, right? Okay. All right. I think we're done now.
I still want to Ivy, I would like her to
If you leave right after this, and I've got to go, it's 12:02.
No. Well, since the giant is right in front of me, I just wanna command Ivy to maybe distract him, or I don't know,
Abby
hinder.
telepathically says, eat shit.
Well, kind of have to do what I tell you to do.
Wow. Oh my God. Ivy literally flies over your head and poops on you as she goes, as she follows your command because she's a slave.
Bye.
Like a pellet of mouse dropping just like falls on your forehead and bonks you in the forehead. All
Oh.
right.
I deserve that.
Yeah. You'll
That's
drown
it.
your sorrows in yogurt. Oh, thank you. Thank God. Okay. Okay, Daria. Sorry about that. Can you move your hunger of Hadar, or is it fixed?
No, it's fixed. At least it
Okay.
doesn't say.
All right. I mean, you can keep it up, but there's really no point, I suppose.
I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
that's
there
true.
is.
Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't.
I'm gonna
For sure, anything that's still in there is about to be permanently destroyed. That
move
is a
here,
very powerful spell. Okay.
and I'm gonna cast
Fireball.
Bolt. Bolt.
If you get rid of Byleth, you'll speed up the combat turn significantly by reducing the saving throws. We only need one fireballer in this group.
No, we need more.
Oh no. Golly. Sorry,
Uh,
Ida. I know this is kind of new to you.
Okay,
All
I'm
right. You're gonna hit the
cast-
goat?
Yes.
With fireball?
Bolt.
Oh, bolt. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, I think you might be a bit close to somebody there.
Okay. 26 for 16.
Wow. Yeah, and that is going to go ahead and roll a d20 for it. Yeah, 16 points. I think actually it needed a 20 to survive that one. So yeah. Surprisingly, it collapses in a giant pile of bones, and it smells like rotting flesh combined with a lamb gyro, a lamb shawarma.
Nice.
Just like kebab smell all over the place.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, and Byleth, against her own desires, is salivating.
What is happening to me?
Mind control. Ooh. All right. Anything else for Zanice?
That's it.
Okay. Sorry, Yvonne.
Well, I know. I'm just hacking away. Recklessly attacking, raging, smashy, smashy.
Go ahead and roll the d20 for it.
Mm,
I think it was already at the edge, that one.
Okay. Please don't get up.
All right, sure, why not?
And the one right next to it.
Go
One
for
more
it.
attack.
Yeah, that'll hit. I think, yeah. I think it only survives on like a 19 or a 20.
And
D20.
coming 17. A little high.
You managed to get both of them. They both go down in a pile of bones and guts.
All right. And I run to here through the fence towards
The second one that you killed had a name tag on it that said, "Hi, my name is Ted."
Oh.
Rest in peace, Ted.
Welcome to my talk. I just did that. I'm so proud of myself. Sorry, Vaughn. Anything else?
No, that's good. Nope, I'm done.
Okay, good. All right. Mealy?
Too far away. Let's see.
Is everybody okay with time? Or, I mean, I can stop, but
I'm fine.
Okay.
Me too.
okay. All right. Everybody wants to see the end of this fight.
End of it. It's gonna take forever.
No, not necessarily. A couple more
More
fireballs and you guys are gonna
Yeah.
you'll be done.
I am going to cast a firebolt at the giant because I don't have a fireball.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
if somebody was nice enough to make a scroll for you, you would.
Knowing me, I will probably fail casting it anyway.
Well, with that attitude, for sure.
Well, with my luck, I'm just gonna waste it.
You miss all the shots you don't take.
Yeah. Well, I do have a scroll of cloud kill, but I don't want
Wow.
this because I'm gonna fail at casting it, and then it's
Yeah.
just a waste.
You'll just kill everybody.
Yeah, I do.
Well done. Okay, so you make contact, the thing explodes. Interestingly, this is such a corpulent body that there's fat literally just hanging off of it. And as you hit it, not only does your firebolt hit and do its normal damage, but it actually seems to do a bit more than you would expect. And you
Oh.
see sections of it start to burst into flames around in the belly where the fat is.
Cool. Cool.
All right.
And I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
Mhm.
All
I'm
right,
gonna-
Miss Lilith.
Move my spirit over here
Hmm.
and attack this one.
Hmm. Yeah, that will hit as well. Go ahead and roll a d20 for it. And that will be enough to finish that. And it collapses as well. Well done.
And I'm gonna use a Sacred Flame on the giant.
Okay. Wow. I mean, it all adds up, right?
Yeah.
Well done.
And I'm just gonna move.
Okay. Let's see. It will attempt to grapple Byleth. Aria, why don't you roll the grapple check? Sorry, it'll have advantage because of its size difference.
Can I say?
Hmm?
Never mind. I wanted
Oh,
to
were you
use a
going to use your
portent,
portent?
but I don't know.
I feel like I gave you enough time to say something.
Yeah, I was a bit late.
Yeah. Well, if you have a positive portent, you can use it.
No.
Okay.
Do I roll athletics against it?
You can choose to avoid it with dexterity or strength. It's not athletics, it's just
Ah, okay.
dexterity or strength.
Okay, then I will try dexterity.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
dexterous.
He grapples you
No,
and
you smell.
he then throws you
Me down.
240 feet.
Oh no.
Bye.
Fly, Violet, fly.
Woo!
Violet!
I'll never forget you. You still owe me money. Now it is 240 feet. It's technically 1d6 per 10 foot of falling damage, but you're not actually falling 240 feet, but you are getting momentum. So it maxes out at 20d6. I'll call it the equivalent of well, if he was throwing a rock, which is basically what he did with you, it would be 3d10 plus 5. So I'll say it's 3d10 plus 5, which I think is pretty generous. But then you're going to have, like, let's call it another 30 feet of falling damage, so another 3d6 on top. So you can roll your own damage unless you've got something you can do with it. Have you got a reaction spell?
I have shield, and that's it.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
I'm not, yeah, I mean, it doesn't have a rule for it. In theory, you would think it should do something, right? But it's not the penetration that's going to kill you. It's the stopping of your momentum. So there's been an argument about this, and there's according to the rules, people have argued semantically that even if you stopped falling in midair, but you stopped suddenly without like slowing down, you would still take damage because the wording is such that you're really taking damage from the stopping of your momentum, which does make sense. So I'll say that you can mitigate some of the damage with shield, but it'll still be 3d10 plus 5 plus another, what did I say, 3d6? 3d6, so we'll take half off of the 3d6. 3d6 divided by 2, whatever that is.
Wait.
Just roll
A
3d10
3d10.
and then
Mhm.
3d6. And I'll, okay,
18,
that's not too
and
bad.
then 3d6.
Oh,
18.
Nine,
Oh,
27. Plus there's a
6.
strength bonus, so that'll be 32 points.
Okay.
I survived
I'm
being thrown
alive.
by a giant. I should have just thrown you up in the air. That would have been so much more fun.
Mm. Just gonna get up. No, I'm not gonna get up. Wait,
Dust
it's not my
yourself
turn.
off.
Yeah, and then do a thumbs up.
Like, whatever.
Like Ryan
Yeah,
Gosling.
big deal. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Charlotte.
Okay. I will cheer Blemish on. I'll be like, yeah, get him, Blemish, get him, kill him.
How much would 20d6 have done? Let's just, why don't you roll 20d6 for yourself, just in case I would have done it that way. Should be about 70 points.
20d6. 77.
Ooh. With no healer in sight.
Yeah.
All right. Aren't you lucky that your DM is generous?
Thank you.
Well, yes.
You
No
saved
more,
me.
no more emotional blackmail. Okay, well done, Charlotte. Very good. Yes. He goes, I feel like I'm being used for my muscles. Go ahead, Charlotte. You can roll his 3 attacks.
1, 2, 3.
Looks like 2 of them will hit. Okay. Something like that. Okay. He's looking really bad. He's falling apart.
Die.
Anything else?
Nope.
Byleth.
Yeah.
Survive being yeeted.
I am going to drink a healing potion. I need that. 2d4 plus 2. So, wow. Okay, and then I will get back in there. And yeah.
Okay. So are you
Walk.
moving or?
Yeah, I tried to walk my 30 feet back.
Okay. As you do, you see that there is a pentagram here in what makes up part of one of the open spaces in town. It's not the town square in air quotes. And there are a number of what appear to be Zentrum troops huddled within the pentagram. One of them is grabbing onto a young woman who is being pulled in 2 different directions by the Zentrum on the one side and the fellow you know as Has Yoram, who was one of the local militia leaders for Neverwinter. What are the Zentrum doing here in the pentagram? Why aren't they defending the town? Why are they fighting over a girl? Who
So
knows?
weird.
It's so weird. It's almost like he was putting that there for you to discover. Getting thrown in there was just sort of the way to discover that plot.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, I've used my action.
You have this turn.
Hmm. This
So
turn.
this turn. So we do have quite a lot of combat left, and there's also something that could be resolved later. We can stop here and pick up next week. Or
Sounds
if you
good.
guys want to keep going, we can keep going. Of course, Henrietta won't be here. So sounds like some of us have to stop. So shall we call it?
Sure, I think this is going to take a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Henrietta, we will miss you next week. I promise not to let your new character get yeeted to death.
Imagine.
Imagine.
That
But
would be
just in
a
case, make up a new character sheet just in case.
Of course.
Because you never know.
Have backup.
You can come back as an annoying magical mace that doesn't like to be touched.
Yeah.
Except by a cleric of Lathander.
Mhm.
Or maybe a druid elf called Da, last name Lynn.
Who might that
No
be?
relation. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much. Have a lovely rest of your weekend and week, and I shall see you all most of you next Sunday.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was fun.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
See you
you.
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.